Good day, my I Choose shakers and movers. How y'all doing out there? I hope that you're well. Well, me, as you can see, I am exhausted. I am full today. I had a long day of clients, and I'm not complaining, but I am so very grateful. So I was told by a couple of people that I needed to do this video for my other social media platforms because I did it for one. So before I retire tonight, I want to make sure I get this information out to you. So very quickly, the question was posed on several occasions: how do I have a conversation without my partner or my friend being so very defensive? Okay, and so I pulled this from my curriculum that I am building, but this particular intervention is already done. And so the first thing is to use I statement. I statements are so old in the clinical world. So you use I statements, and you'll be mindful not to tag their behavior. You're going to give them that opportunity, and I'll explain further what that means and what that looks like. And then you're going to move quickly to a resolution. Okay, so here's a role play. So we're going to use trash, for example, because everyone has issues with somebody not taking the trash out, or maybe it's just my house. So I come in from work and I go, hey, I statements. I do not like that there's trash on the floor. I do not like the way this makes me feel when I see trash on the floor and when I see that the trash is not taken out. That was me opening the front door and saying there's a conversation that has to be had. And then I invite him or her in by saying, can you please help me? What's going on with this? That's an indication that I'm allowing them to tag their behavior versus me tag their behavior. If I'm going to tell you what it looks like. If I tag their behavior, then I start to say, you know, this doesn't make any sense that you're home all day and you're being lazy, and those are actions. I'm tagging their behavior. When you tag someone else's behavior, you open the door for them to defend themselves. Now we have lost our purpose of the conversation, because now we're in a power struggle, and then now we have to defend ourselves, and we don't want to do that. So what we want to do is, hey, can you help me? What's going on with this? So me saying what's going on with this and can you help me, this was me opening the door and say, hey, come into this space, come and have this conversation with me. So then they are going to tag their behavior. I'm not sure what they may say, but they may say I was tired, and oh, I didn't notice it, or I was in the room all day, or I just didn't feel like doing it. That's their behavior, and they are tagging it. So they're going to be okay with that because that's their behavior, their responsibility that they are tagging. Here's the key point. Do not address their behavior. We're not here to address their behavior, not in this particular situation. We are here to get a resolve so that we don't have to come home and look at trash, okay? And I'm speaking to whoever that we is. So do not address the behavior, but go quickly to the resolve and say, okay, now the resolve is a two-way street. You need both of you, not just that person, okay? So it has to be, okay, well, what are we going to do about this? How are we going to take care of this situation so that this isn't an issue anymore? And they're going to say either, hey, you know what, I'll make sure that I do so-and-so, or hey, maybe you can take it before you go to work in the morning, and I can make sure during the week I take it. Whatever that looks like in your relationship, a resolve should happen. So let's quickly go over to make sure that you have it. I statements is going to keep you from deflecting and having them feel like they have to defend themselves. So I statements, I don't like it, I don't like the way it feels, and then allowing them to address their behavior. Hey, can you help me with this? Like, what's happening here? That they're going to tag their behavior. Remember, behavior is an action, something that they're doing, and then quickly move into a resolution. Do not, I don't care how bad you want to, do not try and address their behavior. Okay, this is adult to adult, not adult to child. We're not addressing their behavior, but we quickly move to a resolve, and that includes both of us. What are we going to do about this? How are we going to make sure that this isn't an issue anymore? And that's how adults do it. Rational adults. Okay? And we're not always rational, but when we are, now you have a format on how it's done. I hope that this helped. You guys know, tired and all, what we do around these parts. We stay free.